Welcome in, everybody. This is Dr. Laura Ricci. I'm so glad that you're here. This is our back to school class. We're going to make sure that our technology is working okay, and we'll jump right in. If you're watching, welcome in, or welcome to the replay of our class. I'm so glad that you are here joining us. Oh my goodness, are y'all feeling all the feels with back to school? This is a very interesting time. And where I want to come is from a place of, I don't really want to debate all the things. I know that there's a lot of stuff and it can feel really heavy. I want to share with you my tips as a doctor of physical therapy and as a certified women's health and functional nutrition coach to empower you and empower your family during this time. And we are going to talk about what we can do to support our health. So full disclosure, I'm not a medical doctor. My doctorate is in physical therapy. I am a dedicated, well-educated auntie, and I'm a certified women's health and functional nutrition coach. And I am not here to diagnose, treat, cure any ailments. This information, it's really based on my own personal experience, my research, the trainings and the education that I have. And I highly encourage you to do your own research and become educated, right? Don't just take what I am sharing as truth. Go back and check it, right? See if it resonates with you. I'm sharing what works for me and what we do in our home with everything here. And I encourage you to do the same. And the goal of this class really is to empower you. We're going to talk about the 3 cool things about oils, 3 ways to use oils, how to de-stress and stay healthy for back to school, and how to get oils in your home. And we're here to give you some tools. We're going to talk about a lot of things as well as the foundations of health and supporting our immune system, like sleep and nutrition and stress and all of those things that are important as well. And I'm curious, what are your top concerns about going back to school? Is that a heavy thing? We've been asking around and having conversations with people, and some of the words that have come up a lot are stress, feeling very stressed out about it, having a lot of anxious feelings about it, concerned about chemical exposure for our children with all of these. Now everything is being bleached and cleaned and sanitized. Maybe sickness, fear of getting sick, maybe mental health concerns. That's kind of hard. Our kids can't go up and hug their teachers anymore or hug their friends on the playground. It's going to be different. Things are looking different. Maybe afraid that our kids are going to fall behind. Maybe you're experiencing some of these and feeling some of these too. And we're going to talk about those. Before, I'm going to give a very brief short introduction to essential oils, because some people are new. You may not know what an essential oil is, or even if you do, sometimes it's good to have a little refresh, right? So first cool thing about essential oils is they're safe. They're 100% natural and safe. There are no side effects or addictions. They're extracts from plants with really amazing benefits. And we're going to be talking about plant therapy, plant medicine in this class, and how we want to look for a pure medicinal therapeutic grade oil. Not the stuff on Amazon, not the stuff at the health food store. That's not what I'm talking about, but something that is pure. So doTERRA's oils are pure and safe. They're actually 50 to 70 times more potent than herbs. So a little bit goes a long way. An example of this is peppermint. So if you have your peppermint essential oil with you, get it out. Peppermint's such a good one, especially with back to school. But this is energizing. It promotes clear breathing. It cools the body. It helps relieve head tension, can help with that focus. Just one little drop. When you inhale that, you can smell that. Or when you put a drop on your hand and put it on the back of your neck, if you're having any tension, you can feel that. Very cooling. It's hot here in West Texas. Or you can even put a drop on your finger and flick the roof of your tongue, or put a drop on your tongue, and you'll feel how powerful that is. Second cool thing about the oils, they're very effective. They're often more effective than a lot of modern approaches to health problems. And essential oils can actually permeate the cell membrane. So you can see here, this little picture of the cell. And then we've got a little bacteria guy here on the outside of the cell. We've got a little virus guy here on the inside of the cell. And what's cool about the essential oils is because they're a lipid, they can actually cross that cell membrane and talk to those viruses, those things, help to support us in different ways. And an example of this is On Guard. This is kind of our toilet paper oil of doTERRA right now, if you will. It smells like Christmas. It supports us. We say smells like Christmas, cleans like bleach. It really helps to promote that healthy immune function, great at soothing a scratchy throat. We use it to cleanse our home, our hands. disinfect sprays, all of those things. We love our On Guard. And then the oils are also very affordable. They're often more affordable than traditional medical care. They're really just pennies per dose. You can actually save hundreds of dollars a year on medical costs. I am married to a CPA. He checks the numbers very carefully. We noticed when we started bringing in the oils into our home that we were saving a lot. And this is informed self-care. So an example is lavender, very calming for the mind, calming for the skin. Great to use if maybe you love the outdoors, but the outdoors doesn't always love you, or if you have any redness or occasional skin irritation that pops up. So for example, if you have an ear discomfort situation pop up for you or your children, we do a couple drops of lavender, a couple drops of tea tree around the ear. We don't put oils inside of the ear, but around the ear, go to bed, and in about 12 hours, we're feeling better. And that costs about 64 cents. So even when we think about the time that you would have to take off work to take your children in, time to go and do this, and I'm not saying that essential oils are a magic bullet, I don't think anything is, but there's a time and place for informed self-care. There's also a time and place for a doctor or medication, but it's nice to have tools that are safe that we can use when we need them, that are very cost effective. And then very quickly, 3 ways to use our essential oils. First is aromatic. This is when you inhale it. You can inhale right out of the bottle. You can do a palm inhale and put a drop on your palm, rub your hands together, cup them over your mouth and nose, and inhale. Or you could also put it in the diffuser and diffuse. This is going to be the best to help with respiratory support, emotional support, and cleansing and purifying the air, which are all important things for us, especially right now during this time. The second way is topical. Topical is really amazing for localized benefits. And we use carrier oil, something like fractionated coconut oil, to dilute that, especially with sensitive skin, babies, anything like that. Using a carrier oil is really nice. So this is put it where it hurts. If you're having head tension, put that essential oil over your head. If you're having low back discomfort, put it over your low back. Or knee discomfort, put it on your knee. So you can get localized effects with that. Maybe even you're having some skin irritation, you can apply that, or upset tummy, put it over your tummy. Great way to use the oils. And then the third way is internal. doTERRA makes it really easy for us. And this is the big difference, because a lot of stuff at the health food store, Amazon, you know that that is not a pure therapeutic oil. It's a synthetic fragrance, because it'll actually tell you on the bottle. It'll say not for internal use, not for topical use, aromatic use only. That's letting you know that it's a synthetic fragrance. It's just a frou-frou smell good oil. It's not really a medicinal oil. With doTERRA, if you see a supplement fact on that bottle, just like you would for food, you know that it's safe for internal use. So we do peppermint hot chocolate. I put lemon oil in my water every morning. We cook and bake with our oils, but you can add a drop to water. When you add it to your water, glass or stainless steel, never plastic. I have grapefruit essential oil in my water right now, which is so yummy. We're going to talk about water coming up, but grab your water if you're watching. You can put it in a veggie capsule. So you can open up a veggie capsule, put a couple drops in, take that internally for support, maybe if you don't like the taste of an oil, or you could do a drop under your tongue. I do that a lot with frankincense or copaiba for cellular health support, for helping with a healthy inflammatory response in the body. Those are all great ways. Not all essential oils are safe for internal use, so look on the bottle. Something like Serenity, this does not have a supplement fact, and it'll tell you on the bottle that it's for aromatic or topical use, but especially things that you would recognize as food: lemon, lavender, peppermint, wild orange, grapefruit. These are all things that we can take internally, and they have some really amazing benefits for us. All right, so that's our kind of brief little intro to oils discussion. And again, oils do not prevent, treat, or cure disease. What prevents disease? What or who treats disease, and what cures disease? And when we ask ourselves these questions, I really want, and where I come in my health coaching practice, is I love to empower people with tools and resources. And I want people to take responsibility for their health and wellness. I think that is really, really important. Nobody is coming to save us. We have to be those people that take responsibility and ownership for our health. And that's what we're going to be talking about here in this class. When we're looking at a strong immune system, there's a lot of things that affect that and play a role in this. So looking at our nutrition, and we'll talk more about this, but the foods that we're eating, are they inflammatory foods? What does that look like? Sugar. We know that sugar suppresses the immune system. Moving our body, exercise, and sunshine. We know vitamin D is such a critical part of overall health and wellness and creating a strong immune system. We're going to talk more about that in detail. Essential oils, how we can use those as a tool. Again, I don't think they're a magic bullet, but I think they're a piece of living that health and wellness lifestyle. We're talking about getting good sleep and why that's really important for our immune system during this time. Mental health, very, very important as well. And reducing our toxic load. So we're going to dive deeper into all of these topics. We're going to start with immune support. So looking at immune support, there's a couple essential oils that we use quite often to help us in our home. On Guard is probably the #1 oil that we think of and use a lot for support. It is an incredible oil. You can diffuse this oil to cleanse and purify the air. You can take it internally. So again, if you've got a scratchy throat or if you feel like something's coming on, you can add it to your water. I actually like to add it to my oatmeal or my smoothies. It tastes really good. It's got that cinnamon and clove and wild orange. It's a really beautiful oil. And you can also put it on topically. So this would be a good time, especially with your kids, to start applying oils topically for immune support. And we do that by applying it to the bottoms of the feet and the spine. Bottoms of the feet because of those reflexology points. So I cover the whole bottom of the foot there. Along the spine for your littles, I would do the number of drops per age. So you can grab a roller bottle. So you've got a 2-year-old, my little nephew, Ethan, he's 2. We could put 2 drops of each of those oils that we want to use and top with your fractionated coconut oil in a 10 ml roller bottle. And we roll that on his feet and along his spine. You want to do this a couple times throughout the day. So if you've got littles, keep it by the diaper changing station, right? Every time you do that, roll the oils on the bottom of the feet and the spine. Ethan is big enough that he does them on his own. He's 2. Even before he was 2, he rolls the oils on the bottoms of his feet. It's really cute. I have a video of that. He uses his oils and loves his oils. So get your kids in routine. Have them there so when they're putting their socks and shoes on in the morning, they can roll their oils on and have those. Very, very powerful thing. And I feel like there's a lot that we can do for using the oils for preventatively, right? Not just reactively. I think so many times people come to the oils when they're already feeling under the weather. Let's use the oils now to give our body some support. On Guard is amazing. Another oil, it's from the kids collection, is called Stronger. And you'll notice there's little icons over the kids collection. So this has a little body, little guy, little body. So we know that this is an oil that's going to support the body. Stronger is the protective blend for kiddos. So I think of On Guard and Stronger, right? It's going to protect us from those invaders, those things that are coming in. So Stronger, specifically designed for kids, it's already pre-diluted. The roller's already made for you. So same thing, roll on the bottoms of the feet, roll along the spine, or you can make your own rollers with the On Guard essential oil. And I love the On Guard essential oil to diffuse that. It'll make your house smell like Christmas or Thanksgiving. It just smells really good, wonderful for fall, but it's also helping to cleanse and purify the air. And then we've got BREVI essential oil. This is our respiratory blend. This is a really amazing one to help open up airways, help support your respiratory system. Another important thing, especially with all that's happening around the world right now. If you want to add extra lemon, lemon is in the BREVI essential oil, but you can add extra lemon. It smells really good. This can also make it even gentler for little kids if you want to do that, but having that in your home to support you. Now, lemon is a great oil as well to take internally. The citrus oils, I love, love, love the citrus oils for that internal support. So very high in antioxidants, and they can actually help the body produce glutathione. Glutathione is our body's master antioxidant. If you look up how much a glutathione supplement is, they are not cheap. And just drinking water with our citrus oils throughout the day can help our body produce glutathione. This is really, really, really important, especially right now with all that's happening in the world. Look up Dr. Benjamin Lunch. He's incredible. You can follow him on Facebook or Instagram. He's written some really amazing books, but he talks about the importance of glutathione, especially with what is happening right now. So get your citrus oils out. You can take those internally. Kiddos can take oils internally age 6 and up, and it just makes your water taste really yummy. Again, glass or stainless steel, not plastic with that. but you could do some water with wild orange essential oil. Tastes amazing. You could put a drop of wild orange in a green smoothie. We can use that for that internal support with antioxidants. And going back to breathe for just a moment, you can apply that over the chest. So if you've got somebody, maybe a child who really struggles with respiratory support, maybe they're hacking a lot, maybe again, going outside and they get the watery eyes and they don't feel so good and irritation, use your Breathe essential oil. You can dilute it. Again, remember, number of drops per age, top with your carrot oil, put that on the chest, put that on bottoms of the feet, down the spine, and remember the lungs. So we're getting the chest on the front, but also get the back across there. Very powerful to diffuse. Also, if you've got a noisy sleeper, diffuse this at nighttime. It'll make such a difference. Or if you've got a child that just really struggles with the congestion, a lot of that, diffuse Breathe and lavender at nighttime, and they will feel so much better in the morning. It is amazing. And then last but not least, DDR Prime. This is an oil that maybe we don't always think about for immune support, but it is a powerhouse blend to help us. It's got frankincense in there. It's got summer savory. It's got litsea. It's got several amazing oils. You can diffuse this essential oil. A lot of us don't diffuse it, but I think it smells really good. Diffuse it with some wild orange essential oil. It smells incredible. You can do it internally. We actually have these soft gels, the DDR Prime soft gels that are already made up for us. You can do a drop in water. It's a little strong, I'll tell you. So I like the soft gels personally, but start putting that on the bottoms of your feet as well, down the spine. These are great things. You can use them together. You can rotate them. That's the really fun thing about the essential oils is you can mix and match. You can see which ones you like. Let your kids smell. Let them gravitate and pick which one that they really like because there's so many that help to support the body. All right, let's talk about supportive nutrition right now, right? And we're going to talk about food. So I will say this, supplements are supplemental to a clean diet. I don't think you can supplement yourself out of a poor diet. That's really important too. But these are tools. Even if you're eating the cleanest diet on the planet, our soils are depleted, minerals, the foods just don't have the nutrient content that they once did. So we've got in the red bottle up here, this is the A to Z chewable tablets. I think they taste pretty good. I kind of get mixed reviews a little bit, but this is where I will tell you this is different than giving your child a gummy vitamin that is full of sugar. Maybe it's got artificial colors, flavorings, things like that. This has a watermelon taste. I personally like it. But again, this is where we really want to look at what is in our kids' vitamins. What is in our vitamins? Does it have synthetic fillers? Things like folic acid in there, that's a synthetic form of folate. Does it have cyanocobalamin, a synthetic form of the methylated B vitamins? Quality really matters, and your body knows if you're putting a synthetic in there. And a lot of supplements, you would be surprised if you did some research, what is in kids' supplements. It's kind of crazy. So I encourage you to dive deeper into that. But the A to Z chewables are great. Or even for adults, if you can't swallow pills, that would be a really good thing to do because it's a whole foods-based supplements without the synthetic fragrances or fillers, flavors. It's a whole food-based supplement that's really great. The IQ Megas, this is wild orange flavored. It's a liquid. You can add it to a spoon and just take it, or you could add it to smoothies. You could use it there. It's a great, great one for brain health. So omega-3 fatty acids, very important for our joints, very important for our brain development, even mood. And I've seen some oilers in our oils family, kiddos, one in particular, her daughter was just kind of a little bit more clingy, having kind of more emotional struggles, and taking the IQ Megas regularly noticed a huge difference in her mood and how she felt. And she even said, like, Mommy, I really feel like that is helping me. Kids know it's powerful. So IQ Megas, it tastes really good. It's got that wild orange essential oil in there as a liquid form for really great absorption. For adults, we've got the Lifelong Vitality Pack supplements. These are incredible. The Microplex VMZ is your vitamin and mineral supplement. These are a whole food-based supplement. This is what my husband and I take. We've got our XE Omegas. These are our omega essential oils. And these ones are little. So even if you've got kiddos that do okay swallowing pills, they may be able to do okay with the XE Omegas for the omega fatty acids. And then we've got Alpha CRS Plus. This is like a fire hose for inflammation. It helps with cellular vitality and energy. So think mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell, right? Helping to support us that way. Getting a really good multivitamin is important right now. Take your vitamins. All right, Terra Greens. This is a fruit and veggie supplement. You can add this to smoothies, to recipes that you're doing, because the truth is a lot of us are not eating enough fruits and vegetables. I believe last I checked, the World Health Organization recommended 10 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, like 9 to 10. How many of us are actually doing that? So to help and support us with that, the Terra Greens are really great. We've got the PB Assist. This is our kids probiotic. Adults can take it too. It tastes like candy. It tastes like a pixie stick. I love it. My husband and I love it. We rotate back and forth between the two of these. This is the PB Assist. This is the adult probiotic, which is really beautiful. It's got the prebiotic and probiotic. It's got everything that we kind of need right in there. And both of these are enteric coated capsulated, which means that when you're taking a probiotic, it has to make its way through the stomach to get into the gut where we need it. But the stomach is very acidic. It's got that hydrochloric acid. So if it's not coated, it's going to be destroyed with the hydrochloric acid in the stomach. So these actually are enteric coated to get into the gut where we need that support. We know that the gut is the gateway to our health and to our immune system. That's very, very important. So gut health, looking at nutrition, looking at all these things is really important. Getting on a good probiotic. Kids love this probiotic. By the way, if you've tried a lot of probiotics with your kids and they're not doing it, this tastes like candy. This is, you will have to remind them, okay, we just need one a day of these. My husband, he'll take pills, but he's like, I love this one because it tastes like candy. So he's a fan. We love them in our home. All right, let's talk about sleep. Sleep is very, very important for our immune system. One night of poor sleep will make you more insulin resistant the following day. Sometimes when I work with my private health coaching clients, just focusing on sleep will help improve their mood, their energy levels, their blood sugar, a lot of different things. And it is really, really important for our kids, also for mamas, right? For us too with all of this. So we have Calmer. You can see the little brain picture here. So Calmer helps with the brain. Calmer helps with the mind. It's a restful blend. So this is kind of the kids' version of our Serenity essential oil. Both amazing and we can use. So Calmer could be one that you can roll on the bottoms of their feet, roll down the spine. Kids love the oils. Maybe you roll a little bit of oils on their favorite teddy bear or blanket or whatever. Roll on their pillow, right, to create that calming environment. The essential oils are very, very safe. That's one of the reasons why we choose doTERRA, right, that we have a pure therapeutic grade brand that is safe to use with babies and kids. Calmer is a beautiful oil. You could use something like Balance. Balance has, it's kind of a more woodsier oil. It's got grounding oils. So if you don't love the florals as much, or maybe the guys tend to kind of resonate towards Balance a little bit more, I love it as a perfume. I love it to put on the bottoms of my feet to start the day. It's a very oxygenating oil, a really great oil to help support our red blood cells. Say you're having a blood draw, you could actually put a little bit of Balance in that area right there, that antecubital fossa, that elbow crease, to help with that. So we use it for a lot of different things. But if you don't resonate with the florals, you could do more of a Balance oil, which is really beautiful. I like to layer whatever essential oils I'm using with copaiba. You can put Balance on or Calmer or Serenity and put a little bit of copaiba on top. Copaiba helps to kind of drive those oils in. It's a really cool oil in that it helps to maximize absorption. What's also cool is it works on the same receptors as CBD, but there's no traces of THC. It comes from the copaiba plant. It's very safe. I do a drop of copaiba under my tongue morning and night to help with healthy inflammatory response for the body, healthy cellular response. Copaiba is an incredible oil. And then we have Serenity. Serenity is the calming blend. It's kind of like lavender on steroids, if you will, because it's got lavender, but it's got really grounding oils like cedarwood and hoe wood. ylang ylang. It's got Roman chamomile, marjoram, even Hawaiian sandalwood, a little bit of vanilla, which is really nice. It's got lots of incredible oils, and vetiver. Vetiver is kind of, I think of vetiver as like a natural tranquilizer, if you will. So this is a great, great oil to help support sleep. Actually, one of my sweet ladies, she's actually a neighbor of mine, which is so fun. Her daughter was really struggling with sleep, and I gave her a sample of Serenity and cedarwood. And she said for the first time in a long time, she slept good. She had no bad dreams, stressful dreams. She felt better in the morning. They were blown away. Getting good sleep is essential. And we're actually moving into fall. Soon the sun will be setting sooner. We're going to have more darker hours. We're meant to be cyclical, right? We're meant to wake up when the sun comes up and go to bed when the sun goes down. And we're moving into an adrenal healing state with getting more sleep and going to bed earlier. This is the time, you know, the animals kind of hibernate. We need to sleep and really optimize our sleep too. So these are awesome oils, and get in a routine with your kids. Let them choose an oil, start to diffuse about 30 minutes to an hour before bedtime. You can add a couple drops to a bath, make that part of the routine. Putting oils on topically, having them put their oils on before bed. These are all great things to help optimize sleep. Exercise. We know that we need to be moving our body and getting outside and getting some sunlight and some vitamin D and all of these things. And it's going to be interesting to see what that looks like for our kids this year. But when they're home with you, go outside, let them run off some energy, let them play. I actually really love when kids can take their socks and shoes off and put their feet in the grass or in the dirt. They can kind of ground themselves. There's some really interesting research about grounding and the negative ions and how that can be so good for our health and for our immune system too. I do that in the morning. I try to go outside and just stand with my feet in the grass without socks or shoes on and just ground to the earth. That's really powerful. And you'll see here, these two oils are oils to support the body, Rescuer and Tamer. So these are from the kids line, already pre-diluted with fractionated coconut oil. Rescuer is the soothing blend. It's the deep blue for kids, if you will. So we've got the soothing blend, our deep blue oil here, and then we've got the deep blue rub. The rub is in a lotion form, and the deep blue oil here. Rescuer, pre-diluted with coconut oil, or you could dilute these. You could use any or all. I love them for growing pains. If kiddos are just having some growing pains, having some aches or discomfort, this is a really great one to roll on. Adults can use this too. Maybe you're having head tension, neck tension, anything like that. Tamer, another really good one you can put on sore muscles. It's the digestive blend, so we use it a lot if we're having upset tummies, but it's got spearmint. I love spearmint. It just smells really good. It's a nice cooling oil that you can use. We love our deep blue rub essential oil. I've been using that a lot on my hips lately. It is incredible. And if you want to intensify deep blue rub, you can add the deep blue essential oil first and then add the deep blue rub to that. These are go-tos. If you are familiar with doTERRA, we're very excited about our deep blue and deep blue rub products for aches, discomfort, anything painful. All right, mental health. This is really important as well. Think about the state that our kids are going back to school in, or everything that is happening in the world right now. There are two oils in the kids line that are to support the heart, right? To help with our emotional health, to help with our hearts. Steady. This is the grounding blend. This is the kids version of our balance essential oil. And then we also have Brave, which is the courage blend. And I love to let kids pick. Kids are very intuitive with what they need and what resonates with them. So those might be two good oils that if they are going back, you know, they could put it over their heart. They could put it on the bottoms of the feet. They could smell it and have that on hand. Maybe even Brave, because this is a different world that our kids are going to school in. There's a lot of changes. So having tools to support them for emotional health. And that's what I love about the essential oils is it empowers our kids that, you know, if they have an upset tummy, they can put something on. If they're feeling kind of heavy, they can check in with their emotions. Teaching children about their emotional health and not to suppress their feelings, but to feel their feelings and giving them tools for that. Very, very powerful. Balance oil, again, because it's that grounding blend. It's like a tree, right? It's got those woodsy oils and it helps you balance and ground back in. and help with that state of calm. If you're having anxious feelings, balance is a really incredible oil. Copaiba, again, because it helps to support our entire nervous system. Copaiba is one of those oils, like frankincense, that is going to work on every single system of the body. It has a profound effect on the endocannabinoid system. So very great for anxious feelings, for calming. And I love to combine it. If you're making roller bottles, add a little bit of copaiba in because you get that maximum absorption with it. And you can do a drop under your tongue. I love internal use of copaiba. Adaptive, which is specifically designed for times of high stress or overwhelm. doTERRA's done some phase 1 clinical research studies on adaptive, and it has been a game changer for me. We use it a lot in our home. I smell it. I put it on before I have any procedures done. It's a really beautiful oil. So diffuse the oils in your home, right? Wild orange or any citrus oil. Any citrus oil is a happy oil. It's uplifting. It's going to help to boost your mood. There's so many essential oils to help with emotional support. We're just talking about a few. But this is not hokey. This is actually research-based, scientific-based, that when you inhale something, it helps with your mood. You're inhaling through that olfactory nerve into the limbic system of the brain. This houses your memories, moods, and emotions. So when you are feeling stressed out or overwhelmed, or when your children are feeling stressed out and overwhelmed, you can take some deep breaths and inhale, and it's going to change your mood. It's going to chemically affect and support and help with your mood. So again, it's nice to have tools. Get these things going in your diffuser before the kids go home. Put them, maybe have a little travel diffuser in your car. Get those oils going for when you pick them up or in your home, because especially that right after school, when you pick them up and they're hungry and it's been a day and it's all the things, have that going proactively so they get in the car and we've got those happy oils going, and it just sets the mood and the tone for your home. Or when they're home from school and it's homework time and you're trying to cook dinner and do all the things, have these oils going to support both you and them. It's really powerful. Focus oils. Oh, I think our kids are going to need this now more than ever because the environment's changed, everything is different. So support for focus. Intune is our focus blend. I love the smell of Intune. Actually, it has kind of a stronger patchouli smell to it. But if they're not a fan of that, roll it on the bottoms of their feet, and then you can put socks and shoes on. Now this is undiluted. If it's a little bit strong for anybody, you can dilute with fractionated coconut oil. You can grab your Thinker. So you'll see here, this is one that is nice to support the brain. Thinker is the kids version from the kids line of our focus blend. I love Thinker too. I actually keep it right by my desk here. It's a really nice one. So if I just need a little bit more support, this one has vetiver and peppermint and clementine and rosemary. Really nice memory oils, support for memory. They can put these on, roll them on their wrists, behind their ears, on their neck, down their spine, bottoms of the feet, wherever you want. Roll on the hands, and you can do a nice little palm inhale. And this would be a great one to use either Intune or Thinker or Peppermint, any of these, when they're doing their homework, when they're studying, and then to put the oils on and have the oils there when they're taking a test to help with that memory recall. Because remember, it's linking in, it's doing this dance in our neuroanatomy. It's supporting our brain so we can use things like that sense of smell and have that direct link into the central nervous system, which is so powerful. I love that. So having those things on hand to help them. Tamer, because it's really good. It's got those spearmint oils, those mint oils, which are really great for focus. So if they're like a smell or a scent or an oil better, use that one. Or I love the combination of peppermint and wild orange. You can use them separately, but you can use them together. I love the mints and the citrus oils together. They're a great, beautiful pairing. That's why there's a little heart. They're buddies, peppermint and wild orange there, but incredible for focus. There's some research about just diffusing peppermint essential oil, helping with focus, helping with memory recall, and those citrus oils, that combination, very uplifting, very energizing. Great, great combo. I actually have spearmint and wild orange in my diffusers right now. So good. We also want to talk about reducing toxic load. This is a really important thing right now. Ditching the fragrance, ditching the synthetic fragrances, the perfumes, the candles, the air fresheners, the plugins, all of the stuff. we're living in a world now where everything is being super sanitized, and like you walk into places and you just smell all of those chemicals. And I worry about our kiddos and their little bodies and being exposed to all of those chemicals so frequently. And when you detox from the chemicals, we don't really realize it, I think, day in, day out, but this is something that I learned as I went through my cancer journey, getting rid of the body sprays and the perfumes and all of these things. I couldn't walk down the cleaning aisle of a store without getting a full-blown headache or migraine. It's amazing how when you detox from that stuff, how much it can affect you. So looking at that, and there's a really great Netflix movie, I think it's called Stinks, and it talks about synthetic fragrances. It talks about how there are over, I think, 3,000 chemicals that the United States allows to come into our products that can just be labeled as fragrance, but you don't actually know what's in that. This is a big difference. And I will have people say, well, I'm really sensitive to smells. I don't know if I can do essential oils. There's a very big difference between synthetic fragrances and a pure therapeutic oil. Because I was in the same boat. Cigarette smoke would give me headaches. Walking into like candle stores or body stores would give me headaches. Walking down the cleaning products aisle. And I just thought, oh, I don't know if I can do this with essential oils. And I was so pleasantly surprised that I did great. And it was almost like my body thrived and that I could still have good smelling things, right, in my diffuser and in our home without the toxins, the things that are endocrine disruptors. They're hormone disruptors. They affect our thyroid, our sex hormones, especially when we're looking at our children. This is really, really important. So you can clean your whole house with vinegar, baking soda, and a little bit of lemon essential oil. Grandma knows best, right? We've been passed along these tools for generations. It is so powerful. I do love the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. We use this a lot. It's great if you have stains, right? You could put a little bit over that stain, a little bit of water. We use it to clean countertops, bathrooms, kitchens, all the toilets, all of the things with our On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. I haven't bought a cleaning product in years and years, maybe 6 or 7 years. It's been a long time. Lemon, we love lemon. Very great to cleanse and purify. Smells incredible, smells so clean and so fresh. You can actually use a little bit of lemon essential oil as like a wood polish. As a little side note, it's really good for kids because it's like a natural goo gone. So think gum in the hair, stickers that got on something that you can't get it off, dry erase boards, marker on your table or something, crayon on the door, whatever. You can use your lemon essential oil to get that off. And I do love our On Guard laundry detergent, because think about it, what we're washing our clothes in, a lot of the stuff, it's like a chemical coating that is now on our clothes. It's constantly touching our skin. It's, you know, those commercials that are like, oh, use this to wash your clothes because you'll smell it like 6 weeks later. There's a problem with that. That's a telltale sign of a synthetic fragrance. If you smell it and it lingers hours and hours after you use it, that's a problem. With the essential oils, you're going to smell it when it's diffusing, but it's not going to stay like in your car. Think about if you're using a rental car, that kind of fake synthetic smell that you smell. Those are telltale signs that that is a synthetic fragrance and that that's something that's not going to be great. Because think about it, that is really hard on our respiratory system, on our immune system. When we're inhaling all of that stuff, people can get respiratory issues with that, headaches, attention issues, focus issues, a lot of things that can come from just the environment. Now, we do the best that we can, but I think it's really important to create a happy, clean environment in our home. So using our diffusers, swapping our diffusers out instead of the candles and all of the other kind of stuff that we have makes a big difference. Detoxing our body. I am a big fan of detox baths. And I love, you can actually buy these great big bags of Epsom salt from Amazon. And I love them. And we will do 2 cups of Epsom salt. You could do like 1/4 of a cup of baking soda and 10 drops of an essential oil. So I like to add the essential oils to the Epsom salt before I put it in the bath. But we do things like lavender, frankincense, copaiba. Honestly, you could do a little bit of anything. If you had sore muscles, you could do that deep blue and copaiba. You could do anything calming, but this combo is really great, the lavender, frankincense, and copaiba. And just soak. The Epsom salt's very high in magnesium. Magnesium is very important for lots of different enzymatic reactions in the body, and a lot of us are deficient in it. So it's a great way. And our body needs to sweat. Our body needs to get those toxins out. And part of that is going to the bathroom, right? We should be drinking a lot of water, and about half of take your body weight, divide that by 2. And that's about how many ounces of water at a minimum we should be drinking. You need more if it's hot in the summertime or you're moving your body or sweating a lot. But your urine should be a light, pale yellow, almost kind of clearish. You should be having 2 to 3 well-formed bowel movements a day. If not, you are toxic. That stuff is sitting in your body. So we need to be eliminating things. We need to be sweating. We need to be pooping. We need to be getting that stuff out, and detox baths can really help with that process. Okay, let's talk about masks, because the truth is, whether or not we like it, whatever side camp you are on, the reality is we are in a situation where we have to wear masks from time to time, or we are, required by different facilities or things. So if you are wearing a mask, make sure to wash or replace it daily. Wash your mask. Maybe have a bag, reusable bag, something that you can wash, that you can take those off. The whole purpose, it's ironic to me that we see people wearing masks and then they're like touching their face and doing all this stuff. And so doing the best you can. I really think, with children, that's going to be challenging, right? They're going to be messing with it. They're going to be pulling it. They're going to maybe flinging it across the room. Who knows? So we do the best that we can, right? But ideally, especially with our older kids, showing them that we can take it off without like touching all of that, put it in a bag and just wash those daily, and wash our hands. So having our On Guard hand sanitizer spray with us, practicing maybe at home wearing the mask. You could use some essential oils inside of the mask, maybe something gentle like some wild orange essential oil, where that's not like directly touching their skin. Something that's been helpful for me, and you'll have to see if this is something that you'd like to do with your child or not, but there are these Honey nose diffusers, and it's a little medical grade silicone ring that you actually just put right there in your nose, and you can add some essential oils. So you could it's in a little baggie, so you could put a couple drops of wild orange essential oil in there and then let it sit overnight or for 3 to 4 hours, and then you can put that in. And I've been wearing that under my mask to help with emotional support, respiratory support, all the things. And the owner was so sweet. She gave me a coupon code that I could share with you. I don't get anything from that. I just really liked the product. But you can reuse it. They're meant to be reused, and you can use them for 30 days. So you can pull it out, you can wash it really well with your On Guard foaming hand soap or On Guard cleaner concentrate, let it dry. Then you could add a new essential oil to that and have that on hand. That might be an option too, just throwing out some ideas for that because of the way the world is in right now, right? All right, healthy lunches. Leave the sugar out. Sugar suppresses the immune system for several hours. We know that sugar is not a great thing for our health. We know that it is addictive. Let's take that out. We don't need more sugar right now during this time. Look at adding in more fruits and veggies, and make it fun. Kids love to dip stuff. They love fun new containers, and you can play with that. Maybe you've got some celery and some peanut butter or almond butter, something to have on hand, some hummus and some vegetables, something like that. Ideally, water only. There's so much sugar in juice packs and things like that, and we don't need any more sugar, especially right now during this time. Maybe include your On Guard hand sanitizing spray in with their lunches so they can spray their hands. Maybe you talk to the teachers ahead of time. I know there's probably going to be tons of hand sanitizer gels and things around. I would really encourage you all to do your research. I did a post about this recently. You can find it on Instagram or my Facebook page about the concerns with what's in hand sanitizing gel and looking at other options. And I love, love, love our On Guard hand spray and use it a lot. And eating whole foods as much as possible, right? And then I love this. You're the parent, you set the tone. And you're the inspiration. You lead by example. They're going to gravitate towards and do what you're doing. So very important. Do the best you can. You know, maybe throw some cherry tomatoes in there, throw some blueberries, throw some cucumbers, throw some grapes. See what they resonate with, right? If we're gonna do breads or crackers or things, I would look for gluten-free. Sugar, gluten, and dairy, highly, highly inflammatory. And the top 7 food sensitivities are gluten, dairy, sugar, soy, corn, peanuts, and eggs. So I walk people through how to do an elimination diet with those foods, how to kind of retest and check. I have a whole YouTube video on that. If you search my name, Dr. Laura Ricci, and Nourishing from Within, it'll pull up and it'll give you some even more ideas on that. But here's some ideas, food ideas. Breakfast, you could do smoothies, you could do green smoothies, you could, try to sneak in some fruits and vegetables in there, put a little bit of spinach, put a little bit of romaine lettuce or some blueberries, or especially the fruits that aren't super high glycemic. So green apples, berries, pears, those are great things to do. You could do a little bit of oatmeal. Get the unsweetened oatmeal, right? The plain oatmeal. I always look for the certified gluten-free oatmeal. Bob's Red Mills has a certified gluten-free oatmeal because oats is something that can often get cross-contaminated with gluten. And you could add a little bit of hot water, add a little bit of maybe cinnamon or a little bit of stevia. I love the sweet leaf stevia drops, maybe some blueberries or some green apple or something. That's really yummy. You could do some eggs. I love to do leftovers for dinner. I eat that a lot. When we think about breakfast, think about meal 1. Because so many times breakfast is full of gluten, dairy, sugar, right? It's like cereals and like waffles or, all of these things, Pop-Tarts, things like that. So we want to kind of come back to whole foods. Maybe a yogurt parfait. I look for unsweetened coconut milk yogurt or a cashew-based yogurt, something like that. Ideally lunch, having some healthy proteins, clean proteins that are antibiotic-free, nitrate-free, things like that. I love brands like Applegate Farms. Look for quality in those things. Fruits, looking at, again, like apples, berries, grapes, oranges, bananas, things like that. Vegetables that are really fun that we can kind of add in. Getting some healthy fats, like some guacamole or some hummus in there. And carbs, looking at healthy crackers or things. I always try to do like an organic or non-GMO version of those things. We can make a swap, right? And I love Simple Mills. That's one of my favorite brands of like a gluten-free, really great, more of a kind of a paleo-based, gluten-free, grain-free, dairy-free options. I love that brand. But looking at making decisions, right? Like a gluten-free, non-GMO kettle chip is still a chip, right? Still fried, but going to be a better version than, say, like a Dorito that's fried, as hydrogenated fats and like artificial colors and things on there. So we do the very best that we can right now in this place. So this is the kids line. Again, we talked about a lot of these. They're really cute. They come with the little carabiner clips and they're really colorful so that kids can use them. They're designed specifically for the kids. So they have something for them that they're empowered that they can use when they need it. And I thought this was really cute too. The back to school survival kit: steady for too many Zooms, stronger for too many germs, tamer for too much junk food, brave if you're feeling too overwhelmed, thinker for too many distractions, and calmer for too many emotions. But just things to kind of have on hand to support you. And there's 3 ways to purchase essential oils. If you're new to doTERRA, if you don't have an account, the first way is retail. It's actually the most expensive way to purchase our oils. And really the only time that you would do this, you may see doTERRA oils sold in a spa or a chiropractor's office, some type of professional setting. We don't really recommend it because it's so expensive. It's the most expensive way to purchase there. The second way is wholesale. doTERRA is just like Costco or Sam's Club, where you pay a membership fee for a year and you get access to wholesale prices, the best products at the best prices, right? With doTERRA, it's 25% below retail. So you get a big discount with that. Third way, the actually only way that I get my oils, is you can actually do a starter kit And that $35 membership fee is free, which is really awesome. And everything is bundled at a deeper discount below wholesale prices than if you were to purchase things individually. So it's actually what most people will do, how most people will get started with the oils. So we have the kids collection, and this comes in, and actually the only way to get the cute little carrier bag and the carabiner clips and the flashcards is when you get it bundled all together. This is $140, and they have all of those on hand. I will tell you, roller bottles last a really, really long time. Even with everyday use, that is still gonna last you about 3 months at least. They last a really, really long time. So it's nice to have those on hand, and they're really cute. Kids love this. They're really bright and colorful, and it's designed for them. We talked about a lot of those. We have our Healthy Start Kit. This is one of my favorites. It's the top 10 oils in the little bottles and a diffuser. And this is $160. And just to put this into comparison, a full size bottle of frankincense essential oil is $93 retail. The diffuser is about $65 retail. So the fact that it's all bundled together for $160 is great. And this is a great place to start. You'll have a diffuser, you'll have oils. We can walk you through and teach you how to make your own roller bottles, which is really fun. So this is an awesome one, a very, very popular one. And then for less than double the price, you get 2/3 more essential oil with the Healthy Essentials Kit. So this has a bigger diffuser that runs for 12 hours. This one, the diffuser runs for 10. So it's got a longer running diffuser, and it's all the essential oils in the bigger bottles. So these are 15 milliliter bottles. There's about 250 drops in each bottle, versus these are 5 ml bottles, and there's about 80 to 85 drops in each bottle. And this has some of the oils that we were talking about, like Adaptive and Balance and Copaiba, a lot of those amazing oils to support your body, but also emotional health. So that's a really awesome one too. That's also another really, really popular one. So what you can expect from me or anybody in our beautiful tribe, in our community, if somebody sent you to this class, go back and reach out to the person that brought you in. If I've been the person educating you, I would love to support and educate you and help you get started with the oils. I mail my people a little welcome packet with some tools and some resources, some things, some tools to help you get started and going with that. We do a personal one-on-one consultation. So I hop on the phone with you. We go over your specific health and wellness goals for you and your family. And I walk you through everything, how to dilute your oils, how to set up a routine that's so simple that you can use to support your family during this time. We have a VIP education Facebook group that we add you into for education and support. We do fun giveaways. It's a really cool community. It's just nice to have a safe place to ask questions. And that is huge. There's huge value in that. So if I've been the person that has been helping you, if you don't already have an account with doTERRA yet, if you've been following me for a while and you're like, okay, I'm ready to get started, text me, or you can send me a DM over on Facebook or Instagram and let me know. Say, hey, I want to get started with that kids collection kit, or hey, I want to get started with the Healthy Start Kit. And I would love to help and support you and get you going with tools, because now is the time, right? We know that fall is coming. We know that it's going to be interesting. We know that there are things already, even just during the fall time. Seems like with all the increased sugar after Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas, people start to feel under the weather a lot anyways. And we're in interesting situations now. So now is the time to be proactive, to start taking care of ourselves, to go outside, to get vitamin D, to hydrate our bodies with water, to look at our nutrition and our sleep, all of that stuff. So, so important. And then last up, there's 3 types of people that come to these classes. First person is really excited about living a wellness lifestyle. And we do continuing education and support with these people. I hop on one-on-one calls with them. We have continuing education classes every Saturday morning on different topics, things like women's health and hormones, stress, sleep, and emotions. We actually have a special guest teaching about essential oils for pets, cats, dogs, horses, and even ducks. Isn't that cool? So we have lots of continuing education to help support you and learn. We have people who are sharers. You know that you're a sharer if you're sitting here thinking, my mom needs Copaiba. Okay, my sister needs Adaptive. And as you share, you can actually invite, if there are people that are coming to your heart, to your mind, we could do a really fun class just like this and invite them and support them. I'd be happy to mail them some samples so they can have an experience with the oils before, and you can actually get your oils paid for over time. And we call this free natural health care. And there are thousands and thousands of people across doTERRA that are receiving free natural health care, because I truly look at the oils and the supplements. This is my natural health care. These are my tools of how I support myself. And then the third type of person, somebody who wants to build, somebody who's thinking, okay, Laura, I want to do what you do. I want to teach people and empower people. I want to share about the power of essential oils. And you can actually earn an income and make an impact. And that has been honestly one of my greatest joys. So I really encourage you, if that's on your heart, and you'll know, you're getting the tinglies, right? I'm calling to you, I'm reaching out to you, reach out to me or reach out to that person that brought you to the oils, because truly this work has been incredible. Some of you know my story. I was a burned out, stressed out healthcare professional, physical therapist, and my body literally said, enough's enough. And I actually got a sarcoma, a cancerous tumor, and it has been a huge journey, but there's been a lot of lessons and gifts from going through that process. And to be able to work from home, I actually feel like I help more people now, and also have that time and space for my self-care has been incredible and one of the biggest blessings ever. So much joy in the work that I do. It's a calling for sure. So if that's on your heart, if you love to help and serve people, let me know. I'd love to help with that. Okay, we'll open it up for a couple quick questions and then wrap it up there. You can type in the chat. Becca asks, how often should the PB Assist be taken? You can take that it's daily. So for kids, once a day. I usually recommend taking it at night on an empty stomach so that we don't have to compete with food for absorption. You get a little bit better absorption. I like to do that with my probiotics. But if you're having a situation with like upset tummy or something going on, you could take it more often if needed with that. Like if I'm having a really bad upset tummy, I actually take 2 of the PB Assist with that. Yeah, Tamer's awesome. It's so good. I'm scrolling back through, seeing if we have any other questions, comments. Oh, thank you all so much. I hope this was helpful. Do you feel a little bit better? Do you feel a little bit more prepared? Have some tools on hand to support you with all that's happening? These are interesting times, but we got this, right? This too shall pass. It'll be okay. And I love having tools and feeling prepared. Feeling prepared brings more peace. Yay. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for hopping on. All right, well, I don't see any other questions coming in, so we'll close out the class, but thank you so much. We've got more classes coming up. So next week, actually on August 11th, I'm teaching a class all about the pelvic floor, getting personal with the pelvic floor. It's a hot topic. We share a lot about that. I get questions about it a lot, so that's coming up. And then right after that, I'm teaching it at 10 a.m. Central Time. And then at 11 a.m. Central Time, I'm bringing one of my dear friends and colleagues, Lisa Davis, on. I get asked all the time about safe cosmetics, non-toxic beauty, what makeup I use, questions about that. She's going to be answering all of your questions too for that. So lots of fun stuff happening Tuesday. Stay tuned. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you all soon. Take care.